Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a general reading focused on the Divine Masculine, how the Divine Masculine sees the relationship, the connection, and general. As always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading whatever makes sense for you. Let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I will, of course, include all of the links to the creators that have featured cards here today. And for the intents and purposes for this reading, I will be referring to the masculine as him, his, and he. I do understand that energies can be both for male and female, but just to make it a little bit easier to understand for this reading, the masculine will be referred to in that manner. Okay guys, so let's dive right into it. These are the two card decks that we'll be using for the focus messages. Both of these card decks are created by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. The first deck is called Divine Dating Lovers Oracle, and this cute little one is called Ghostly Whispers of Love. So let me set this little one aside and we'll grab some messages from here to start things off. So we might certainly bring up a few scenarios when it comes to the masculine. So as always, take whichever one you're most guided towards. Angels and spirit guides for all signs, for whoever needs these messages in regard to your divine masculine. All right, so let's grab a few from here. How the masculine is seeing the relationship. How are they feeling? What are they thinking? How do they see this connection? All right, so let me grab a few. I'm going to fan these out because they're so large. And we'll pick a few. Okay, let's grab this one. We have sensual. Okay, so we're already starting off with that sensual connection. The passion, the physicality of your connection, it's reflected here. Commitment, also very important to the divine masculine here. And perhaps your masculine wasn't ready to commit before. It's certainly a part of their thought processes right now. We also have this unbridled energy coming through. And I'm guided to pull one more. On top of the world. Some pretty nice messages there, guys. Okay, so when it comes to the divine masculine, they're thinking about the physical connection. Perhaps they're ready to commit now. And there's this unbridled energy. And they definitely feel on top of the world when it comes to the connection with the feminine. So all of those are really nice. We'll set those aside. And let's go ahead and grab some messages from the Ghostly Whispers of Love deck. All right, let me fan these out. We'll grab a few from here. When you dance, my spirit loves to watch. Perhaps some of you guys really enjoy dancing. There's that reference to that. Can you forgive me? Okay, so this is another message from the masculine to the feminine, needing forgiveness. Possibly, again, before, what I'm feeling here is you might have been dealing with a masculine who ended up hurting you, especially, of course, if you're feminine tuning in. Wanting to know, can you forgive me for what's happened, for what I've done? Last one, I am always with you in spirit. So even though you guys are not together at this time, energetically, they're always connecting with you, spiritually connected. Okay, so that's what's coming through for the focus messages when it comes to the divine masculine. So let's see what else needs to come through here when it comes to this connection. Let's start with the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Some pretty nice messages to start though. Angels and spirit guides for the divine masculine. How do they see the relationship when it comes to the feminine? Angels and spirit guides for the divine masculine. We do have that stalemate energy for now. I don't feel, based off of our focus messages, especially that it's going to be remaining at a stalemate, especially if the masculine is coming through. You know, can you forgive me? This is somebody who is ready to create some sort of movement in the partnership. And then we've got celebration that's reflected here. To me, this always reminds me of like a celebratory toast at a very special event, something along the lines of a wedding, perhaps, which is what this setting certainly is. So there's cause for celebration moving forward. They're still thinking about you. What could have caused an issue here between the two of you might have something to do with whatever these lies are. Okay, that's coming through as well. Let's see what else. We do have a twin flame representation here. So the masculine and the feminine coming through as twin flames. Ready for commitment, or at least moving in that direction. Even though you guys are not together in the 3D, perhaps spiritually and certainly in the 5th dimension, you guys are connecting in that way. And look at this. We have I love you coming through also. Another message from the masculine to the feminine, letting her know that the love certainly is in his heart space. Pretty amazing. So let's add to this with some mystic moon oracles. Angels and spirit guides focusing on the divine masculine. What does the divine masculine feel and think when it comes to the connection? For the masculine here, we do have pride and ego. Perhaps that's what's keeping things at a stalemate for now, because he's too prideful to reach out, to actually make that phone call or send that text that does indicate, you know, that question. It's like, can you forgive me? But again, what I'm feeling here is this is more than likely to truly be a situation where there will eventually be movement. It's not happening quite yet, but I feel it's moving in that direction. We do have a union also coming through here, falling right below celebration, and you guys coming back together is certainly cause for celebration. We do have awakening coming through here, and in this particular card, that is a male figure right there. Divine masculine energy certainly could be a part of that. My masculine's going through this spiritual awakening, still thinking about the feminine. But for now, you know, I'm not surprised to see this. For now, you guys are stuck because of these lies. It could, of course, be tied into infidelity, cheating, or it could have just been that the masculine was being dishonest with the feminine. It doesn't necessarily have to be third-party situations or infidelity, but whatever it represents, it created a separation here between two people. Look at this. We have understanding falling right below twin flame. Perhaps you both realize that this is a twin flame connection. And then we also have the tribe card coming through. Family, friends, and certainly the masculine feeling that the feminine is a part of his tribe. And it is falling right below I love you. So what I feel is, if you guys have met each other's families, perhaps they've grown to love you as well. You, the viewer, watching for a masculine. Okay, that's what's coming through there. Let's grab a couple more. And here's the divine masculine showing up. Definitely wanting to be heard in this reading. Ready to be heard. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot to this and see what else needs to come through. Angels and spirit guides focusing on the divine masculine for this reading. How do they feel? What's in their heart space? What are they thinking when it comes to the connection with the feminine? We do have the Seven of Coins here, which is Pentacles energy. So that's Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. The Seven of Pentacles is tapped into hard work. And I really feel here that this masculine is willing to put in the work to bring this back together, to bridge the gap between the two of you. Not quite ready to give up on this connection. You know, right now, yes, we are at a stalemate and that there's this stuck energy, but eventually there's going to be movement that comes in here. That's what I'm picking up from that. The masculine ready to come in as the King of Cups, ready to offer the feminine that cup of love. Some of you might also be focused on a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. That's what's coming through from that. This is somebody who's very caring, very loving individual. So yeah, you know, I really feel here what's keeping it, or what brought it to a stalemate, is that you were dealing with a masculine who was just not able to follow through with promises or to be able to commit. And that could have certainly contributed to whatever these lies are. They could have told you that they were ready to commit, but really they weren't. And so that they were just being dishonest at that point. But I really feel here that the masculine could have certainly have put in the effort to open up their heart to what it is that they're wanting now in regard to this connection, and truly wanting to offer this cup of love to the feminine. And then we've got the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, more earth energy. This is manifestation right here. And certainly in regard to money matters, it's tapped into prosperity. So not only is love and romance looking pretty good, but finances, career, that's looking pretty positive as well. And that's followed up by the Star card, which is tapped into Aquarius energy. There's still hope when it comes to this connection. There's the need to have faith that ultimately this is all going to come back together. If things were a little bit chaotic between the two of you, things are going to be more peaceful. And the Star card does represent a wish that comes true when it comes to this partnership. And like I always say, if it looks like an impossible situation, when the Star card presents itself, it's not an impossible situation after all. So during this time, it's really crucial for you to really follow your gut and your intuition and what it's telling you, especially when it comes to this connection with your masculine. I'm also feeling here that your masculine fulfills you in every way, sensually, in love, spiritually, all of it. This person is everything that you could have ever dreamt about as the perfect ideal partner. The love here between the two of you, it's certainly here. I mean, just these two cards coming up right next to each other, the Twin Flame card and I Love You. The love is certainly shared in this partnership. And my feminines, you're coming through as the Queen of Wands. This is a fire energy right here. So especially for my feminines who are fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, we do have the King and the Queen coming through in this reading. And what's between the King and the Queen is this Ace of Coins and the Star, which is both amazing energies, a new beginning and a wish that comes true. And the Death card coming through here, I'm not surprised, because something needs to come to an end. Like the old way of how you guys were interacting, that needs to come to an end. And the Death card also presents you with a new beginning, a new way of interacting. Some of you could also be dealing with a Scorpio specifically. And it's also a relationship that has come to an end, but the love was always there. The love, that didn't go away. The love never died. It was always there. So whatever happened in the past, that needs to be healed from, learn whatever lessons are attached to the past, and then you both need to move on from that. And clearly, you know, for you, the viewer, it broke your heart. That Three of Swords is heartbreak over the separation. Communication could have just come to a standstill. They might have ghosted you. This was a very painful energy right here. Especially if you're dealing with an air sign here. That's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But then we ended up getting the Chariot, which is also an amazing card because that is tapped into Cancer energy specifically. And the Chariot represents fast movement, charging ahead and going after what it is that you're wanting, getting you guys out of this stuck energy, moving forward. And it does represent a triumphant outcome, success, confidence, victory, basically. And also victory in regard to financial issues, if that has been a problem here. If anyone has had any health issues, it's also victory over that. And over relationships or people in your life that have not had your back or people that have hurt you. It's also victory over those types of situations. So pretty positive stuff that's coming through here. This is movement right here. This is fast movement, actually. And healing that broken heart. And you've got the assistance of some pretty amazing cards here, including the Ace of Coins and the Star card, all looking pretty amazing when it comes to this connection with the Divine Masculine. Okay, so let's add some romance angels to this. And let's see what else needs to come through. Angels and spirit guides focusing on the Divine Masculine in love and romance for whoever needs this reading. What else do we need to know here when it comes to this connection? Express your love. So I feel eventually your masculine will be able to reach out and just let you know how they're feeling. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture is what this says. And eventually, you know, you guys are not going to be in that stalemate energy because this masculine is ready to come towards you to truly let you know. It's like, I love you. The love is still there. You could have certainly connected in a past life. You guys have known each other before, and when you guys first met, like the very first time you guys had ever met, maybe you felt as though this was like an old friend that you've known forever. And just something familiar about them when you first laid eyes on each other. It was just that instant connection, instantly drawn to each other. Angels coming through to let you know. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And I really do feel here that the masculine is now open to that. I don't think they were quite open to it before, but I feel they're ready to put in the effort now or soon. We do have a wedding that's also coming through here. So this could certainly be a part of some future energy when it comes to your masculine, possibly ready to commit in this way, you know, because we do have this commitment card right here, and we've got a wedding, and that photo right there is a wedding. So that's certainly a possibility here when it comes to the two of you. We also have healing family issues, and it's interesting how it's falling right below tribe. So for those of you who relate to that, it does say your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of you might have dealt with that growing up, and maybe it stayed with you and it hurt you and it affected you as an adult. Whatever it is that's tied into the family dynamic, there's something there that needs healing. We also have religious factors coming through. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And certainly when it comes to you and your person, you're masculine, you're spiritually connected here. Romantic feelings still here. Worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life here, guys. So just have a little bit of patience for this masculine to reach out, to be able to commit. I feel it's eventually going to culminate in that. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here between the two of you. So even though you're at a distance from one another right now, the romantic feelings, it's still here. Give your relationship a chance. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue messages here. And I'm just guided to use another one of my Soul Sisters decks. This is the You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers in Separation deck, again by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's take a look and see what the dialogue is between the masculine and the feminine. So for you, the viewer, you could certainly resonate with some of these messages for yourself. And of course, some of these words could be coming forward from the masculine to the feminine. So we'll grab a few from here. And as always, take whichever one you are guided towards. All right, well, let's grab this bottom of the deck. Okay. First message. I am your not-so-secret admirer. I know that you know that I'm always checking up on you. So perhaps you, the viewer, you know that your masculine has been more than likely checking you out on social media or checking up on you in other ways. Certainly if you guys live close to each other or have mutual friends, however way they're checking up on you. But they're not shy to let you know that. Next message. You feed my heart and soul with your love. You are my best friend and my passionate lover. I love you more than anything in this world. And isn't it interesting how we started off with sensual, and then we have on top of the world, and this as well is referring to the world. So to me, the world card in tarot is completion, a cycle completion, success and happiness, and that your connection has the opportunity to start over on a much stronger foundation from what you guys had before. So that's pretty cool. Next message. I hunger for your touch, your kiss, and the warmth of your body. I want and need you now. Again, tapped into that sensual energy between the two of you. And lastly, though I haven't always said it with words, there is love in the silence. Close your eyes and feel my presence. Be still and listen to me tell you that I love you. And again, it's coming through here. That's pretty special. Okay, well, I wanted to grab some additional dialogue from my deck. This is one of my self-created ones. It's called the Thinking Man Oracle, Divine Masculine Messages. So from the masculine to the feminine, let's take a look and see what else the masculine has to say. And some of my masculines, you could actually be watching this reading as well. So let's take a look and see what comes through here. What else needs to be conveyed here? This one says, I'm still so drawn to you and I hate it. This would be much easier if I didn't love you as much as I do. Okay, so for some of you, it's a little bit of a tougher road since we do have this stalemate and we do have the pride and ego, you know, and we still have that stuck energy. So this is a masculine who is still struggling a little bit, but definitely coming through, letting the feminine know it's like, this would be so much easier for me to deal with if I didn't love you so much. So for some of you, you might also have a masculine who's got some shadow work that they need to do to get rid of whatever negative energies they might still be dealing with. The next message: if only I could turn back time, I'd love you with all my might, no holding back, all in, if only. You know, so some of my masculines definitely feeling a little bit hesitant perhaps, or apprehensive about reaching out, which is why we've got that stalemate. Wanting to reach out, but perhaps afraid to do so. Having to heal whatever issues my masculine might be dealing with also. This masculine is definitely wanting a second chance though, wanting to turn back time to do things differently. And I really feel, based off of what's coming through here, the opportunity will certainly present itself for you guys to have a do-over. And the last one, please forgive me. So we have lies, and we have the energy, if I can find it, of the Three of Swords. So this was a very painful breakup here, I feel, for some of you, and the masculine is recognizing that and is wanting forgiveness from the feminine. That's coming through. Okay, so let's grab some overall energies for this connection. This is the Love Compass Oracle by Lunatide Love. Normally I would grab 3 from here, but I'm just going to allow the cards to bring forward whatever messages need to come through this time. And if it's just one card, it's just one card. We'll see. Angels and spirit guides for the divine masculine. What's the overall energy that needs to come through here for this reading? Please bring it forward. There we are. Ooh, and I'm going to grab this bottom of the deck. Look at this. We have reconnection coming forward. This is a reconnecting or healing of a relationship. A connection is rekindling and reviving. This could be a relationship reaching a different level. Expect a healthy shift, change, or growth. Exactly. So my feminines, you just need to hang in there and wait for this masculine to bring about this energy where they're ready to create movement to bring this back together. But the reconnection, definitely here. In the meantime, this is something perhaps that you both need to do, is work on self-love. Certainly my masculines need to work on this. Practicing self-love and self-care will attract more loving people and healthy relationships into your life. Find peace and balance within. Accept the past and all that is with grace. Accept yourself at all levels. This may pertain to an awakening of love for self. Exactly. And that's also a part of shadow work and cycle completion, of finally moving things from one sort of energy that might have created the stalemate and moving it towards a better direction where you guys can ultimately really explore what the future has in store for this relationship and bringing it back together. That's what's coming through here. All right, guys. So let's close this out with some final messages from the guardian angels here. Angels and spirit guides. Whoops, that one's flying out. Okay, we'll keep it. That's the Judgment card. Angels and spirit guides for this divine masculine reading. Some final thoughts, final messages for the collective, for whoever needs these messages from the guardian angels when it comes to your connection with the divine masculine. So that first card that flew out was the Judgment card. We have creativity also coming through. So this Judgment card wanted to definitely be communicated. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to unlock all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. And I really feel here this is a message that is specifically directed for the divine masculine, to let go of those fears, knowing that he is good enough to come towards the feminine, to just be himself, and that there is no right or wrong way to do this or to create healing in one's life. Just go for it. And lastly, we have creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feelings and emotions. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. I really do feel here these two messages are coming through for the masculine to just continue to help with the healing that needs to happen here when it comes to this love connection, and the healing that the masculine personally needs to do in order to be a better partner for the feminine. That's what I'm picking up from that. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. We've got some pretty nice messages coming through here from the masculine to the feminine, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care.